Mark, didn't you?
Yes, that's good, yeah. Yeah, you've had a lot of practice with that, you know. Yeah, it's easier on Monday evening, so. All right, well, good evening, Mayor and Council. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. I'm the District Manager, Mark Gingrich, with Murray's and GM Disposal. We currently provide the garbage and recycling services in the Pierce County portion of the City of Pacific. And actually, first I wanted to give some, kind of a recognition. I know we have some looks like some waste management drivers in the audience. I know, with the early start they had to their day today and all the hard work that they put in each and every day out there. Wanted to recognize, them and what they're doing for waste management, representing them tonight, because I know they have long days and it's hard work, especially to come to a council meeting at 6:30 at night. In terms of the $1.9 million variance that we've been discussing over the 10-year part of the contract, a third party did take the information on the city's website that listed the quantities by both service providers and did the math on that. I do agree with City Administrator Gold as far as those quantities are hard to tie out because, for instance, if someone has 3 32-gallon cans, we would know that they're going to turn into 1 96-gallon garbage cart under this new program, or if someone has 2 32-gallon garbage cans, they would turn into 1 64-gallon garbage cart. So that's one reason for the slight quantity variance. Another reason is if we've given quantity snapshots over time, on April 1st, we may have 880 32-gallon can customers. May 1st, we may have 883. The next month, maybe 878. So those quantities do change over time, but I do stand by that it is that sizable difference. I know that the city definitely did, factor in environmental as part of their arrangement, and I do just want to point out that for that $2 million difference estimated over the 10 years, that with those CNG trucks, the emissions reduction each year is equivalent to just one flight from Seattle to Minneapolis, so it's not a major, carbon reduction that you're getting for that $2 million. Another way to look at it is we could, raise our costs basically $100,000 a year, $1 million, take that money and hire 2 full-time employees that would just come and do education full-time, 5 days a week in Pacific, and the citizens would still have gotten a cost savings over the life of the agreement by $1 million, even with us doing that type of outreach. In terms of the service enhancements that Waste Management is going to provide for the city in this proposed contract, certainly our bid included the larger recycle carts, the lower rates than the customers have now. The company provided garbage cans. We do the waste audits. So we do, all of those items that Laura has previously mentioned. However, we do them for a less expensive cost. For instance, our disposal cost at landfill, to the businesses, we charge them exactly what we're charged at the landfill. There's not a 25% markup. And I'd just like to remind the council as well that just as in the past, they could choose to contract with our firm for just the Pierce County portion of the community, in which case we would happily divert that waste, as is the interlocal request, to King County. That would be no problem for us. And what that would do is those businesses would not have that 18% estimated rate increase that they will be getting on September 1st, and we could still provide the city with a franchise fee. And finally, I know at the public hearing last month, June 22nd, I just wanted to remind council that several businesses did speak up in terms of opposition via letter. That included Gordon Trucking, Valley Freightliner, Pacific Truck and Machinery, and Valley Construction Supply. So I believe that any business leader or resident that takes time to review this proposed contract will see it as a bad deal for the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak on this issue tonight? On that district or somebody?
Hi, hold on to it.
Yeah. And then could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Charlotte Ryan. My address is 38024, 236th Avenue Southeast. I live in Enumclaw. And I've been with Waste Management for about 9 years. Started at an entry level and worked my way up. I've been through all phases of the operations of the office. I dispatched for about 3 years. And that was through all lines of business. I've done industrial, commercial, residential, and so I'm just here to attest to the changes that Waste Management has made and making the service better and just giving our customers great service through our customer service, our street service, everything that we can do to provide them with good service, we have done in whether it's through recovery or, you know, the initial pickup, anything that we need to do, we have tried to do in all cities the same, is what I'm saying, that all cities are treated the same. So we would like to continue the service specifics.
Thank you so much. Mr. Thompson?
Don Thompson, 416 Second Avenue Southeast Pacific. As I stated before, the 10-year contract worries me. It worries me big time. I can't tell you what's going to happen in 10 years, and I don't think anybody in this room can. I hate to see the city council approve something that's going to put the city residents on the hook for 10 years. I think we should have 2-year contracts. So at least we can have some idea that, okay, we're going to have these rates for 2 years. Can anybody in this room guarantee me we're going to have the existing rates for 10 years? I don't think so. Another thing, the person who come up with this 10-year thing, that really bothers me. We have 2 candidates running for city offices, and both those candidates are sponsored by Waste Management. Thank you.
Is there any other public comment tonight? Come on in.
Hi, Beverly Morris, 213 Hawthorne Avenue South, Pacific, Washington. I'm not as educated on a lot of this as a lot of these people that are talking. I'm just a resident. Knowing what I pay. I think I agree with the last gentleman. 10 years seems to be an awful long time to make a commitment. And I think that for the simple residents of Pacific, they would like to see some numbers put down that they can understand, not just a whole bunch of rhetoric that they don't understand. The little tiny bit of research that I have done over the last week, and I haven't had a whole lot of time, is that as married to a disabled person, we get a disabled discount. We are with Waste Management. I've had no problem with their service. I've been a resident of Pacific since 1974 and had no problem with any garbage place that's picked up my trash. I am concerned about recycling. I think that from what I have read, they both are in agreement. We need to do that. They're both doing their part. Right now, with our discount, I pay $17.30 a month for my 32-gallon garbage that we use. Also, $10.26 for our yard waste, which has gone up $3 since we've gotten it probably 5 years ago. From what I've done with Murray and the research I've done there, they will do both of these services for me, plus the recycling for $23.55. How long that will last, I don't know. How long, when can they raise my rates? That I can't tell you because I haven't done research on that. So I would urge the City Council to consider not only the businesses, but also the residents. The senior citizens discount, if they have that, is important to our city, to our people. And so all the rhetoric and all this and that, bottom line, I'd like you to look at the rates, see how it's going to affect us, see how it's going to affect recycling, because our environment is important. And in what I've done, it looks to me like Murray will save me money, and that's what's important to me, is saving money. And I'm better off in retirement than a lot of older people are, you know, and I could pay the extra amount, but we need to consider them. And the upcoming people that are paying such horrendous CAL payments and stuff, money is important to us, and I'd like you to consider that and look at all that info. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak this evening? Second call for public comment regarding the solid waste management contract. Okay, third and final call for comment on the solid waste management contract. Being none, we will continue this meeting and the public hearing for the solid waste contract with Waste Management until August 10th at our regular meeting.